So this is the topic we're gonna do. This is an interesting topic because I know it's gonna create a lot of comments, right? And the topic is: R. Kelly is the king of R&B. Is he the king, or is he not the king of R&B?
Now I want to go back to because there was I know this question was asked, and there was a R&B singer Tyrese,
Right.
that vouched for this comment that you're talking about.
Right.
So
And basically, Tyrese says R. Kelly is the king of R&B. It's not Chris Brown. It's not Usher. It's not anyone else that they're talking about because of his stature, his music, as far as a writer, as well as his own music. And Julius is here, who's actually worked with R. Kelly. So I don't know how biased or non-biased you could be, but would you say R. Kelly is the king of R&B?
It's gonna come off biased, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I don't only think he's the king of R&B. I think he's the greatest artist to ever live.
wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
You know, so it's like the R&B. He can just do R&B just because that's just something he can do. He got the talent to do, and they branded him as the king of R&B. But me working in the studio close with him and really studying him, he could be the king of opera if he chose to. You know what I'm saying? He got an album in every genre. Like, he don't have a lane. So that being said, I think talent-wise, pure talent-wise,
Your talent-wise.
he's the most talented artist of all time.
Wow.
This man made a soap opera, a song, Trapped in the Closet.
Exactly.
This guy.
I mean, what about
Very
you?
talented.
What about you, Monique? I know you like. Obviously, you listen to R&B. You love R&B. Would you say R. Kelly is the king of R&B?
Absolutely. And I feel like he has worked with the greatest of the great.
Yeah.
You know, so not only is he's the writer behind a lot of it, producer of a lot of the R&B records that we've grown up listening to. You know, from Michael Jackson to I mean, you can name pretty much anybody he's worked with.
Yeah.
You have to be great to work with the greats. So I definitely have to say that for sure.
Who would you
Just
say?
give it to him.
Who would you say would be second or a close second?
Second, king of R&B
Yes.
have to be somebody like Marvin Gaye.
Okay. So we're on the same. We're in the same lane.
exactly.
We're in the same lane because for me it's Marvin Gaye.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye. Ugh.
We're in the same exact lane.
I got this conversation, this debate with my pops. You know what I'm saying? And,
Oh, okay.
and me and my pops be going back and forth on a lot of debates. He be just trying to debate with me just because I'm like a more advanced version of him. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Yeah.
and he hit me with something that I can't argue with. Yeah, I tried to argue with it, but he says the king of R&B is Stevie Wonder.
I would say he's like 3.
You know, but listen, I'm just saying, like,
Very good
After
point.
Marvin.
look, when it come down to Stevie Wonder's resume,
Yeah.
if somebody says that, you can't argue with them, right? And I asked, I remember being in the studio with R. Kelly, and I asked him, I said, what's your dream right now? You know what I mean? You've done everything. What is your dream? You moving forward? He said, I want to do a Stevie Wonder album.
Stevie Wonder album.
That's
That
what
would be
R. Kelly
crazy.
Like
said.
a joint album?
No, he want to produce and write
That would be
Stevie Wonder's
crazy.
album.
Oh, okay.
So,
That would be insane.
Crazy.
so, and then
That
he
is
was
crazy.
always humble about that King of R&B stuff, and he always put up Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye.
That was
He
before
always,
him.
yeah, he always praised them. So, my dad, you know, when he says Stevie Wonder, you can't argue with that. But
Yeah.
I would say, talent-wise, the versatility of R. Kelly gives him the edge.
Okay.
But Stevie birthed R. Kelly,
Yeah.
Because
a version of R. Kelly. Yes.
Stevie Wonder's technically doing everything that R. Kelly does. He's his own
Exactly.
songwriter and singer, and
Exactly.
he's doing it for other people.
Right. He inspired R.
Yeah.
Kelly to be who he is, and a lot of other greats. So my dad, he be getting me on the Stevie Wonder stuff.
That's a really good point.
I ain't gonna hold you.
What about you, Francois the Great?
Man, I'll just say I'm not really 1, 2, and 3 type of person. I will say I have favorites. R. Kelly is definitely up there for me, but for me, my favorite is Babyface. Babyface will always be that guy for me. I just, from listening to Waiting to Exhale, producing all those songs,
Ooh, yes.
All right.
Tony Braxton.
to, you know,
Yes.
doing, a lot of people don't know a lot of the songs Babyface just gave away
That sounds
to other artists.
Right.
And then the ones he kept for himself.
Yeah.
But you know, Babyface could just, to me, he could just do anything. He's just amazing.
And he's still
Love
say-
Babyface.
I would say
Wrong name.
Babyface is a poor man's R. Kelly.
Hey, listen. Listen. Hey, listen. They dapped each other up on that one.
Oh my gosh.
You know, let's be controversial then. You feel
Yeah,
me?
because,
Because like I'm, you know, it's not just I'm biased because I'm not. It ain't biased. It's like
Right.
real talk. When we're talking about versatility, you know, we saw this man do Best of Both Worlds with Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
Then we saw him do the Life soundtrack. Then we saw him do Michael Jackson's
Yeah.
single. Then we saw him do Space Jam. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then we saw him, you know, so
Did Joe Maxwell.
Did Joe, yeah. So
Then he
so
started getting into some reggae on
everything,
on the R
man.
album.
He can do
everything.
anything.
So,
He can do everything.
Babyface is one of the all-time greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say I can't see Babyface and Jay-Z doing an album.
Yeah, versatility
No,
wise.
no,
I can't
absolutely
say,
not.
Point.
You know what
That's a
I'm
good
saying?
point.
You know, I remember talking to R. Kelly
But-
about this song. He said the song "I Wish." Remember
Oh,
the song?
I
I
Wish,
wish,
I
I
Wish.
wish.
Yeah.
He said he wrote that for Tupac.
Wow.
And if you listen to the song,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a Tupac type of song.
Yeah. The
interesting.
piano, the
Yeah.
keys, and everything.
But it's funny he says that because I know we boys, we fam, right? I can't see R. Kelly doing a song with Eric Clapton.
Yes, I can.
You know what's crazy though?
I can, Joe.
Because
He
you know,
did Celine Dion,
I'm just
Joe.
messing- I know. I'm just messing with. I'm just
just
messing
gonna
with.
say
Celine Dion?
he did a song with Celine Dion, so
He did.
probably
He did.
most likely could do it.
Yeah.
He
just
did.
He
He
can.
did.
There's
do
no
anything.
lane he can't. He could do
did.
country if he wanted to as
He
well.
already has.
He got a
so-
country album. Look, see, and this is it's biased.
But the funny
It's
thing
really
is,
biased.
but you know what's funny? He said he can't see Babyface doing a song with Jay-Z, right?
Okay.
Or a song, right?
He got a song with Lil Wayne.
He got Sunshine with Jay-Z, Volume 2.
Okay,
Actually, it's Volume 1. It's
okay,
Volume 1.
It can be a record, but it's
He said a
Can-
whole album.
but, yeah.
If he did
I'm
a
talking.
song-
Wait.
if he did a song, he could do an album.
Babyface embody that street vibe.
No,
Exactly.
that's not him. That's
Kels
not
can
him.
embody the street
Yeah, he
vibe.
could.
He can embody the gospel vibe.
Kels had the
He can
cornrows.
embody. He turns into these characters.
Braid
You know
my
what I'm
hair.
saying?
You have the
It's
waves,
different.
the
Like
cornrows.
it's different. It's just a different
Boy.
anointing this guy got.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
he
anointing.
does. I
Yeah.
completely agree
It's a
with you there.
different. I'm telling you, it's a different level of anointing that
Yeah,
brother has.
like I said, you cannot deny the greatness of R. Kelly. Just for me, I just look at it based off of like who I grew up with, who are my favorites.
Yeah.
And like R. Kelly, without a doubt, like if I talk producers, they know I could talk all day. But Babyface, to me, man, some of those records,
that's
I'm
your
like,
guy.
Let me
I
say
know.
this:
whoo.
if I gotta bet my life musically, and every artist and producer can only work with themselves,
Yeah,
and just give them the studio,
yeah.
R. Kelly gonna win.
Yeah, you know what's so funny you say that?
Good point.
Because I'm not
He's gonna win.
I'm not gonna lie. The one thing I want to see during the pandemic, I joke with my sister. Shout out to Monica real quick. We always used to say, we want to see that versus with R. Kelly from jail. I want to see him put that versus together because
Listen.
that would be a crazy
I'm gonna
versus.
say this.
Speaking of, I got a point for that from
Yeah.
jail point. I got a point. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I can say something about it. Like,
So, you want to go?
yeah, he was directing the choir in jail just last year, and they had a talent.
I don't doubt it.
Look, he was writing all the songs for all the inmates.
I don't
And they were
doubt it.
saying some of the best gospel songs they've ever heard. And they had a talent show, and
He doing
they
talent
they
shows.
told him that he was disqualified from the talent show because it wouldn't be fair to the other
course.
inmates.
Will be fair to the inmates.
The man is gifted.
I have a question for the people that do not want to support anything from R. Kelly. How do you feel about people not wanting to listen to R. Kelly for what he was accused of and what he was found guilty of?
Yeah. Well, I just think, it's about separating the music from the personal. You know what I mean? Because one thing about having a gift, it's a gift from God. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A gift. So if you're gifted and you put something together through your gift, it's not just a person. It's also a spiritual gift that you're listening to. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, his personal trials, et cetera, is a total different conversation. You know what I mean? But I think his gift is undeniable. You know what I mean? His personal trials
yeah.
are personal trials.
Right.
We don't know. It's always 5, 10 times, 10 sides to every story. But his gift is his gift.
Mm-hmm. Understood, for sure.
I mean, that's how I feel about many artists. From Chris Brown, his issue with Rihanna,
Yes.
R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, a lot of these artists that have been in serious situations. What I appreciate is the gift of what they've done, either on the screen or the music. And my ears cannot tune off what I appreciate. It's hard for me to push that
right.
back. But I also respect the people that
I respect
do
it.
not want to listen to them, and
Right.
they have a right.
Yeah, and people have their
To do-
own
listen-
personal
Right.
situations and reasons why
Sure.
certain things may trigger. Even if
Right.
someone accused of something, it could be triggering for somebody. So I
Absolutely.
respect that. Because
Yeah,
I've never been through anything like that, so I can't judge people when they feel like they kind of
Yeah, we
accept
don't
it.
have to agree.
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
You have to agree, but
Yeah.
it's just a gift is a gift. You know what I mean? And we all fall short at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We all fall short.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect, but a gift is a gift.
Undeniable.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Francois, I'm gonna push over to you, brother.
All right. So before we get out of here, I want to talk about just unfortunately, there were some people that we lost in this month of October. I'll start out with Liam Payne. Unfortunately, there was a RIP to Liam
Rest in
Payne.
peace.
For some of those luminary community that aren't aware of who Liam Payne was, he was a part of the group One Direction. He's no longer with us. Shout out to, condolences to the family. Shout out to Liam Payne. Next is, we're going to switch gears. Sports. Fernando Valenzuela. He would have been so happy last night with how the Dodgers,
Yeah, that was crazy.
the first ever walk-off
Crazy.
grand slam.
Walk-off. That was crazy.
So
Crazy.
nicknamed El Toro, Fernando Valenzuela was a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He passed away just last
Rest in
week.
peace.
Rest in peace to him. And lastly, DJ Clark Kent, just this past Thursday. Famed for, a lot of people may not know, but DJ Clark Kent was the man that introduced Dame Dash to Jay-Z.
Wow.
And he also introduced Jay-Z to Foxy Brown.
Wow.
And lastly, this man has a documentary, which I can't wait to watch. The Honorable Shine. He found Shine in a barbershop. So we got all of those artists because of this man, DJ Clark Kent.
yeah.
DJ Clark Kent is also part of the Originals, which is a DJ collective. I was very fortunate when I was on the East Coast to see Rich Medina, Stretch Armstrong, Tony Touch, D Nice, and DJ Clark Kent. So I'm hoping they still keep it together. Before we leave, there's one of his first songs he produced is the remix to Spread My Wings by Troop. We'll get into that, but it was a great show. I'm so fortunate to
Great show.
be here with Monique and Julius.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
And
Thank you for having us, man.
it's Francois the Great. I'm signing off.
It's your boy Junior Leto.
And Missy Talks.
Peace out.